What's up, everybody? What's up, and welcome back to On the Warpath. It's your boy Sanchez 405 coming at you. And if you're new, make sure you click that subscribe button, hit the bell so you get notifications anytime there's new content posted. And as always, like, comment, share this video out, because you know what we do here, family. We talk about the Washington Commanders, and we do a retrospective every Monday here. It is the Monday after pill, and I don't know if we could get any more doses of the Monday after pill after what we witnessed yesterday. It was a rough one. Nicole, what's up? Dubs, what's up? Don, what you doing? What's up? Uptown Dre and Nicole, we got cheated. And that's a lot of what you're gonna that's a lot you're gonna hear here. Throw Riverboat Ron, throw Ron in the river and burn that boat. We'll get to that third down. And Dorgunner, what's up? Marcus, what's going on? How you feeling, bro? Let's go. That's right. And what's up, Split? How you feeling? First of all, before we even get into this, thank God that we have a ball game on Thursday. Thank God, because we don't have to sit here and rest on our laurels, because after today, literally after today, there's no more really talking about this. And I'll take you through how I felt after the game. We got off here quick. And it wasn't the fact that we lost, because we stayed on here after the Buffalo game. But, y'all, I was exhausted, man. I was exhausted. I was upset, but I was just like, damn, I really didn't want to watch football yesterday. That's how bad it felt. And I still hold, we've been listening to a lot of things on the radio. I even got clipped off. My Go for Two got clipped off and was on 980 today. So if y'all go to the Odyssey app on the Chris Russell Show, you can hear me joining in on the intro. I thought that, maybe a day later, it feel a little bit different. It doesn't. But this is a game that I said, if we look back on everything and we are in position to make the party and we come 1 or 2 games short, this is game 1 of what you'll look back and say, damn, I wish I had this game. Damn, we wish we had this game. Because right now, 3-1, a lot better than 2-2. And I know it's just a 1 game difference, but you had an opportunity. And it even goes back to Ron going for 2. He should have just went for 2 there. If he hadn't got it, I know some people would have complained. I wouldn't have complained. I would have been more probably on the play and the strategy more than anything. I wanted him to go for 2. I didn't like his excuse of the guys were gassed. You got adrenaline. Pump them up. Pump a shot in there. To me, it's always an excuse with Ron. It's not that, hey, I always tell y'all this. Tell me a believable lie. If the truth don't sound good, tell me a believable lie. Give me some coach speak. In that moment, this is where you say, hey, I made the decision to put us in the best situation to win. And what that was to me was the kickoff. And extend the game a little bit. Now, it don't make sense to any normal person, I would think. I mean, we got people going crazy. Hey, Paulie, our boy Paulie, he was talking about, he agreed with me. You go for 2, right? But he also said, I'd understand kicking it to the Eagles. Now, Paulie he tried to make sense of that. And every time I stonewall him like a hockey goalie, I was like, that don't make sense. I'm not giving somebody the ball back. And the defense proved that they couldn't stop anybody. 6 out of the last 7 offensive possessions for the Eagles last week on Sunday went for scores. Went for scores, boys and girls. You can't have that happening, man. Like that, we got a little sip of momentum. They had the glass Kool-Aid jar of momentum. So I sit here and I'm like, why would you get the ball back to him? Why would you give the ball back to him? Y'all had to ask Paulie about that because I think he was sipping on a little bit more than the water, boys. Pause. Let's see here. Y'all are up in it today. Let's see here. Yeah, Dubs. I think. I think Terry was still there. I think he was there. I think he had the ball. He had possession. I think he was in bounds. But the fact of the matter is, with those calls, they don't have the visual evidence, all the technology we got right here now, that they don't have the evidence that he was in bounds. And even if he stepped on Blankenship's foot, or excuse me, on his arm, the toe was still in bounds. Don't get that. But this goes back to what we've said. It's not one play. It's not one play that gets us in these situations. Manny Forbes getting burned twice by AJ Brown. That gets us in a situation, which I'll give him a positive on that last touchdown because they actually gave you a situation where you could score it. You had to let them score. Jake Elliott was going to come out there and hit the ding dong, and we wouldn't have made the overtime. Right? Mm-hmm. Couldn't command a kayak. And when Thursday, tugboat wrong. Yep. Quran 98. Yes, right. Exactly. Thank God for Thursday. Yes, indeedy. Then with 2 and 2. Riverboat. One wrong. What? Not going for 2. They're right. He threw the team under the bus and said they were gas comment. Yep. And it says at least a timeout before a field goal kick go into excuse me. At least call a timeout before field goal kick in OT, or call a timeout or something on third down for defense. Yeah, I agree with that. Third down. The fact that they didn't use time. I thought there was a play in the game where I thought Deron Payne had Jalen Hurts' hand, and I thought the ball moved before he was going forward. I thought it was worth looking at. For either you lose a challenge, but you get a timeout, you get your defense ready. For I think that was even a fourth down play. So they were still going to punt the ball at that point. I don't know. It would have been critical field position there. Of course, at least we at least have to go 3-1 second quarter of the season with a division tying Eagles win to keep pace. Love the show. Appreciate you, brother. Love you too. Let's see. Close. Okay, the sewer rats have entered the chat. What's up, Ready Red? And playing the extra 10 minutes overtime. Hopefully it doesn't catch up with us on throwback. Yeah, that's right, Dre. That's why I was kind of confused by that. Why would you want to extend the game a few more minutes when you got a game to play on Thursday? That I felt like that lacked foresight, but you're there to win the game right now. So I guess how you look at it, it doesn't matter what you do in that situation. Let's see. Terry was in. Yep. Fyron and Jack. Yeah, Jack's one of my duds, man. Double RRU. And this was the punter. Had the worst. Yeah, Tress did not have a good game, man. He did not have a good game at all. And then why did we play so damn far off the ball before field goal? And they gave up yardage. Yeah. I mean, that's a wrong question, man. That is a wrong question. I don't know, but we look soft. And we had the situations. I'll throw with you, and I did this in the video yesterday, but I'll give you some of the stuff I liked on there. So you kind of expound on it after kind of didn't look at the game today, so I really didn't have a chance to. But what I liked was Sam Howell bounce back game. That's where we start at. Sam Howell bounced back 29 to 41, 290 yards, touchdown, and that catch that Terry, we said he had, but Ron Torber went back and looked and said that they confirmed that it was, well, not confirmed. They said it stands. Two different things. That would have put him over 300 yards. He's teasing a 300-yard game for 2 out of the last 3 games. He cleaned up the turnovers. I like that. The sacks are still a problem. That's a lot on the offensive line because I thought he got the ball out quicker. And I like some of the things that Bieniemy did with him, like when they rolled him out. Oh, what a novel concept to roll the quarterback out when the offense is softer than Sharman. When the offensive line is softer than Sharman. Novel concept. It worked. It worked. So I liked it. I liked what Sam Howell did, and the dude just shows that he keeps on back. We don't say battling on here. We say battling. We do old country style right there. He kept on battling, and I liked what Sam did today, and he gives me confidence that we may have the guy that can take this down. I'm not saying he is the guy, but I'm saying he's showing me that he has the intangibles to be the guy. To be a guy. There you go. Let's see here. This phone home zone is killing us. Our D line is both shangling my brother. I hear that. They need to treat him like Mark Rippon. Move him out of pocket. Yep. And salute from the kitchen. What's up, Super Chef? Still a great game. I'm scared of it. I mean, yeah, it's your proverbial trap game. It really is. It's a trap game. But you can't be afraid of them, man. Can't be afraid of them. So, yeah, that's what I said. What I like, Sam Howell. No turnovers. No turnovers in the game. That means Antonio Gibson. Antonio Gibson had 6 carries. He touched the ball 8 times. Didn't put the ball on the carpet. Like I said, he's too talented to keep on doing that. So, I thought he played a decent game. Yeah, let's take a look at what he had. He had 1 reception for 7 yards, and then he carried the ball 6 times for 19 yards. Average 3.2 a carry. So good for him. Didn't put the ball on the carpet. I appreciate that. Thank you, Antonio Gibson. We had 28 total rushes. I mean, if you take out Sam Howell's 6, because those were scrambles, they weren't necessarily designed runs. You take that out, it's 22 runs. I'll take that as a plus. Robinson, Howell, Samuel, that one day he had the touchdown run. That was more like a pass anyway. But I like what and Logan Thomas, he ran design. So we take out 21 times. We'll say 21 times. We ran the ball there. Robinson, I wish they could have went more to him in the certain situations, especially running this. Why run him wide? I don't get this. I don't get why we run him wide to the right. Obviously, you got your weakest offensive lineman on the side with Wiley. Run it to the left side because they're showing, Leno's showing he can run block. Sadizik is showing he can run block as well. So I like the refocus on the running game, quote unquote. And we actually technically, as a stat, outrushed them status-wise on against the Eagles. So let's see here. Quick throws right now. Let's see here. What's up, Burgundy Fly guy? OG said that Fletcher Cox can still get into a division quarterback at his age, 2nd and 3rd down whenever he wants to. Is why he's still on the league. Yeah, still in the league. No postseason for us if we can't focus on our offense line. Sure. Hey, absolutely. Appreciate you, brother. And let's see here. USAM mobility improves his improvidence out of the pocket. Yep. What's up, Chris? And man, they turned Logan Thomas into Jordan Reed headhunt. That's not funny, but it is. And I think they need to have fumble drills with Rob and Gibby for sure. Let's see here. What's up? Yeah, and John Boy say Tressway let us down big. Tressway let us down big time for the first time in a decade. I can live with Tress. I can live with Tress. That's when your defense is supposed to step up, right? There you go. Let's see here. Fun fact is it's 3:30 and we hit 3:30. It's 3:30. It's 6:32. So we beat the Eagles and lost the damn total. There you go. And let's see here, folks on the road. Terry McLaurin, man, 10 targets. I like Terry McLaurin. I like what he did. I like that they got him involved in the game. Finally, Eric Bieniemy, you waking up, man. You got to get this dude involved in the game. You have to. He averaged 10.8. Had a 24-yard long, 86 yards, 8 receptions off 10 targets. This is what you need. We need to see double-digit targets to Terry, right? I'll give him credit too. I don't know what him and Jahan and Sam are going through, but they did target him 9 times. Give him credit there. I like Curtis Samuel. Finally, they're using we've got a guy that's using Curtis Samuel correctly. Using him as a chess piece. Curtis Samuel, he had a key catch. He had a key catch on that last drive, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see here. First half summary. Don't need that. Second half summary. I need the second quarter drive chart. There we go. Fourth quarter. Where's my fourth quarter drive chart? Here we go. Where is it at? Incomplete pass. Yeah, he started to drive off with an 11-yard catch. Shout out to Brian Pringle. Had a 15-yard catch. There you go. Yeah, Kurtko. Like what he did. Jahan Dotson, he had the touchdown catch. I mean, he bounced back from having that drop. While that drop, it's like Paulie said, it worked like a turnover, though. But he bounced back to get us in range to tie the game or to possibly win it. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a little bit. So I liked it. I liked Jahan getting involved. And Jahan said something, too, that I thought was very interesting. He's like talking about if you got 10 guys working on the same page and one guy's not doing it, you're gonna have problems. I don't know if that was pointed at somebody, but I thought it was really interesting. That's something to look out for. But him and Sam Howell, they need to get this together. They got to get it. They got to get it together. I like the 9 targets. Don't like just 4 receptions for 27 yards, but I do like the touchdown. Got his first of the season. De'Ami Brown. There we go. De'Ami Brown finally get involved. 3 targets, 2 receptions. He had a key 16-yard catch and run on that drive. It was on the 4th and 2, which was declined because of the penalty on Job. But still, good job. I liked what De'Ami did. 2 big catches for him. Logan Thomas came back. I thought, old man, when he's helped, people say he's washed. And I was kind of flirting with that idea. I don't subscribe to it. About flirting with. I wanted to take it out for a date and see how it felt before I really committed to it. And you know what? I didn't like it. It's a no for me. It was a no for me. I think he had 3 targets, 3 receptions. He had a big catch there early on. I don't know why they didn't get him more involved into the game. And I'll say this. I'll save it for what I didn't like. I don't mind going sexy every once in a while when you put a new wrinkle into a play, but I like it once. Don't do it twice. Once is good. Twice is rough. Here, look, this is what we say. Here you go. I'll give you a sound clip here in a second. In the words of George Bush. Yeah, see? If you had George Bush on the here we go. There we go. Yeah. There you go.
Fool me once. Shame on.
Yep.
Shame on you.
Shame on you for fooling once.
You fool me, we can't get fooled again.
You fool me, you can't get fooled again. What the Eagles do on that play? There you go. Thank you, President Bush. If you have George Bush on your bingo card, you are a winner. Let's get back to some of these comments real quick. Y'all are rocking around. I love this. Let's see here. Robert Birch, he couldn't even say anything bad about that. That's the nicest thing you've said, Robert. I'm proud of you. What's up, Greggy? Sick of hearing moral victory. Hey, we ain't talking about no moral victories here. Hey, Greg, come on. We ain't, you know, we don't talk no moral victories here. We lost, bro. Hey, there's no such thing as moral win. That's loser talk. I ain't talking about no moral victory. I ain't talking about no moral victory. But I understand what you 110% there. Don't know. Yeah, only took 4 weeks more. Understand our nuances with personnel on offense, but this defense has been together for way too long for a slow start each season. That's right. What's up, Roger? I don't give a damn what anyone says. It's too much weak-ass shotgun formations, too many damn pass attempts. 41 is too much for a QB, and it's 4 freaking games. Shaking my head. You sure about that, Roger? I want to see something real quick. You got me thinking here. I'm just going to see something. I mean, he going to have them games, bro. He going to have them games. I'm not too... I get where you're coming from, Roger. If it was ineffective, which it wasn't, I think I would agree with you a little bit more. The offense wasn't that ineffective. It wasn't ineffective. It was effective. Actually, a fun fact, boys and girls, the team, for the first time in Ron Rivera's career here in Washington, the team scored 30 points and lost. We were 5-0 up until that point. Y'all remember that I'm the only person that was feeding y'all that stat. And let me see, game logs. Here we go. 23. 20, yeah. I mean, that right there saying he's going to throw. It's a throwing league. You know that, Roger. I get where you come from, but he going. That's passing league. Dubs. He was looking rough there for a little bit, being hurt and everything. Let's see. Logan got that juice, comrade. Keeps on taking headshot. I'm getting there, Roger. I'm getting there. I'm going over what I like before I get into what I didn't like. And why the hell is Ted's dropping back? Yep. Yeah, I agree with you there. No, we lost because Jack Del Rio refused to give Emmanuel Forbes help. That's another thing. We lost because we didn't force any turnovers. That's another reason why we lost. Not because EB was throwing the ball. What in the world? Huh. The camera went off. Okay, give me a second here. Let's see. Y'all can still hear me though. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Whoa, my camera went out. Roger, that gun, man. See, I was trying to make points and then you cut my camera out. What's wrong with you, man? Come on now. Nah. I mean, it's the NFL's offense, bro. Yeah, I could get it behind 50. If we lose Thursday, we should fire Ron and let EB run it. Jack Del Rio did. Yes, John Boy. Absolutely. Don't forget to hit the like button. Yes, please. Please like the stream. This helps your boy get up in that algorithm. And I don't know what's really going on, but the algorithm has not been kind to you, boy, lately. So y'all make sure y'all like it up. I think I'm going to start putting some of my clips in my freak out clips. I'm going to start putting them in and making them into, what do you call them, into shorts. Because I usually put them on Instagram, but I would like to get the clips where I got the game film and then me on there freaking the hell out about the game. So, yeah. Let's see here. It's nice to see Chase getting a sack. Yes, true. Let's see here. We lost because we driving it. Yeah, yep. Yeah, we see. Okay, it's spooky season. Yeah, them damn ghosts, bro. Dropping Chase back in coverage. Ignorant. Yeah. Make a short page. Yeah, I got a short page, bro. Yeah. Put them on there. Yeah. We lost because Jahan dropped the third down pass. I'm triggered. There he is. There he is, y'all. Mr. We should kick the ball in overtime to back to the Eagles. Keep prospering with the infinite. I hear you, bro. Yeah, I'll probably put some of my the go for two. That was hilarious though. The go for two thing is was wild. I couldn't believe that. I turned it on oh gosh, I turned it on there to the radio. I was like, I'm just gonna listen to Chris Russell because I didn't need to go to sleep listening to Sheehan. So I was like, huh. And then I hear my voice on there. I think I had the clip to it. Here it is. I did clip it off. Because I'm gonna thank him for doing that. Here it is. Here it is, right now.
Acknowledge me! Chris Russell on the Team 980. I'm not trying to be a jerk. Go for two! Just go for two! Give me a shot! Go, just go for it! Hello, I'm the next point then. Oh, that's fire out, pal. Commander Sanchez.
He didn't even know who the hell I was.
Calls in every once in a while, who does himself a great little podcast. Who's a good dude. He lost his lunch. Go for two! Go for two! Go for two! Oh, man, they went for one. Go for two! Go for two! I love it. I love it.
It is.
I love the energy. Just go for two. Give me a shot. Yeah. Just go for it. Give me a shot.
That was the funniest thing. I like horse laugh, bro, when that happened. Let's see here. It's not a pass. It is a passing league. What are you talking about, Roger? Here we go. Because I was looking up these numbers because I was feeling the same way. Granted, I feel like we've passed a lot here. Let me see here. I'm glad you brought that up. Passing league. Let's see here. I always do this. Run to pass ratio. Is it team rankings or is it? Yes, team rankings. So I like team rankings here. If you want to argue, say that, yeah, that's fine because of the offensive line, but okay, here we go. If I can pull this thing up. No, I don't want to. No thanks. Here we go. Yeah, it's a passing league for sure. Okay, so there are only two teams in the NFL, and granted, this Baltimore and San Francisco, right, that run more than they pass. I give that. But everybody, even Philadelphia, about 50%, they're about 50-50, right? Kansas City, even last year, I look at last year because last year's a better sample size, right? Philadelphia, slightly under the number, right? Kansas City, which they got Mahomes, 61% of the time they're passing the ball. Playoff teams last year, Minnesota, 64%. Cincinnati was 62%. Miami was 61%. Kansas City was 61%. Buffalo was about 59%. So that's the sweet spot right there. You're gonna have complimentary football. I get that. But they're gonna pass more than they're running. Yeah. I get you, bro. I get you. I get where you're coming from, though. Anyway, let's get back to some of these comments. And then I can get through the rest of what I liked. You never know. I mean, what? Here you go, Roger. I'll ask you this. Back in 2018, right? Kansas City was throwing across the yard. That's what Andy Reid does. Eric Bieniemy's out of that Andy Reid school of thought, right? They throw more than anything. I remember when the Eagles, it was weird because Brian Westbrook, he was that pass catching back. He didn't really get a lot of yards running. And even the numbers show you too, you don't need all these big bruising backs and run the ball. Like Tennessee, right? Yeah, what did Tennessee do last year with Derrick Henry? Yeah, they were lower down there on it, about 50-50. Let's see here. Complimentary football wins. Dallas wins. It's totally a passing league. What's this talking about? Why the rules change so often, it helps. Right. So that's why they're going to get rid of the tush push. I don't have a problem with the tush push. It's a rugby play, whatever you want to call it. But a lot of us wouldn't be upset with the tush push if it wasn't the Eagles. Be 1,000 with me, right? If it was Kansas City or somebody doing this, we wouldn't give a damn. We would not give a damn. Burgundy and Gold fans would not give a damn. The hell would you like? I'm triggered. Let's see here. I feel the boys, but yeah. Well, we know y'all. I mean, y'all ain't league, Chris. And I think Patrick said, I think the Rebs robbed us. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Okay, anyway, back to what I liked. So I like the distribution of the ball, right? Eric Bieniemy and them. We had 6 players that had 2 catches or more. I think 4 of them had 3 or more. Good there. Offense was 8 of 17 on third down. So close to 50%. Still under 50%, but that's a good number, especially where we were last week. Good for them on that. On defense, I'll give you what I liked. Not much. I'll give you 2 things. 4 of 12 on third down. But a lot of that was taken because you know what was happening, right? They were giving up big plays on second downs. And I think they were 2 for 2 on fourth downs. That's something I didn't like. They held Swift to 14 carries, 56 yards. Which that averaged out to be, what is that? I don't math here. I got 2 degrees. I don't math anymore. Let's see. What's the math? 4 yards a pop. Could be better. Could be worse. Only had a long of 8. He did have that touchdown, which I thought that touchdown was probably the worst. That touchdown run, because that was probably the worst piece of defense I saw on there. And then, okay, what did we not like? What did we not like? Here we go. 3rd week in a row, we've given up 30 points or more from this defense. That's winning football right there. And that's a compound thing. That's Jack Del Rio, this soft defense. I know Ref the District shared this number on Twitter that over the first quarter of the season, Jack's defenses are like Swiss cheese. And then on the back end, probably, I'd like to see what it is on the back end. But they start giving up less points when we go into October. I'm not saying that I like that stat and that's true, and I'm saying y'all should back off of Jack. I think Jack deserves every criticism that comes to him. I mean, you know what? If y'all want a bum rush, we'll call him the Capitol building. That's what he is right now. That's exactly what Jack Del Rio is. He looks this zone that we were playing that was giving them a whole lot of space, too much damn respect for the Eagles. The fact that he does not, we don't blitz. Now, granted, this could be that we don't trust the linebackers. That's another thing I didn't like. I like Jamin Davis a lot more than I like Cody Barton, especially on that fumble. We did have an opportunity for a fumble. And what the hell was Cody Barton doing? He was reading the damn Washington Post. They're like, they were scared of the ball. They didn't know what to do. The ball was on the carpet. They said, please come and get me. It's like when you walk into the gentleman's club, right? And they're like, yeah, here we go. We're ready to do it. Where's your dollars at? Cody Barton got scared. He literally saw a ghost. That was frustrating. Very frustrating. My God, man. Like, just scrump, like, you got to get the ball back. You were in the red zone. That's taking points away. I want to see Khaleke Hudson. I want to see Khaleke Hudson. I want to see Jabril Cox. Let's see here. Nicole, stop it. Shiny ones. It's not 1999 passing game change. Because they have Jimmy G and Brock Purdy. Jack is a moron. I'm not talking about the 99ers football. 49ers beat your ass with toughness and physicality. Their run and a modern passing game to boot with creativity and formations. Yeah, and they got a lot of rings to show. Kyle Shanahan's got a lot of rings to show for it, too. I just know that for all they do in beating up, they choke every single time. If Kyle Shanahan, I mean, anytime the way Kyle Shanahan chokes, we clear our browsers. It's something we couldn't watch at work. That's as bad as his choke jobs are. Let's see here. If B. Robinson could learn to be more of a solid blocking back, that could open up some stuff on the offense for sure. Let's see here. How do you feel about Forbes, Shadow, and Brown? Yeah, that's on my list of things I did not like. And I think it's a complicated issue because now it's not complicated. The hate going towards Emmanuel Forbes is despicable. I'll say that. The hate going towards him is despicable. Fine, you jump on Ron and Martin Mayhew for drafting. I know Tim was very upset about it. He's been vehemently against him. And a lot of people in the fan base was against him when we drafted him. They were like, why did we bypass Christian Gonzalez? Christian Gonzalez is out for the season from the looks of it with a shoulder injury. So he loses a year. A year to develop and get better. Emmanuel Forbes has the opportunity to get better. And let's not forget, Emmanuel Forbes, for all his burning and everything like that, two things. I hate to say this. He doesn't get burned on that last touchdown. We don't have an opportunity to go into overtime. We don't have an opportunity there. As sick as that sounds, it's the truth. He had two pass breakups towards the end too now. You got to give him credit. I like the way the kid battled. I like the fact that he was frustrated. He was pissed off. He wasn't sitting on his laurels. Because we've seen so many times before, guys just sitting there, smiling, blank look on their face. The fact that he was showing emotion, I give him a plus. I give him a plus on that. I did not like the fact that Jack left him out on an island when he was getting his ass beat repeatedly. The boy looked like, what's his name? Stan's daddy from South Park. When he kept on being, he's like, I didn't hear no bell ring. It's like the clown in The Simpsons, too. Stop. He's already dead. Please, just stop it. But I think the hate towards Emmanuel Forbes is misplaced. I think a lot of it has to do with Jack Del Rio. I don't even blame people who drafted him. He played in the SEC. Played in the most competitive league in college football. I think you're going to get right. I'll ask you this, too. When have we drafted from Mississippi State and the guy hasn't panned out on defense? Preston Smith, Montez Sweat, Fred Smoot. Like, it's what I'm like, there's like, homeboy gonna be all right. Homeboy's gonna be all right. Now, if this was his fourth game of his second year and he's getting cooked doing the same old thing, yeah, okay. Let's bring the argument. This is the fourth game in his career. And he went up against an all-pro receiver, all-pro caliber type receiver. You got to get help sometime. He's not Tom Hanks. This isn't Stranded. Ain't no Wilson. Hell, Wilson would have provided more. Provided a better defense for him than the help that he got, which was none. I mean, Emmanuel Forbes, he was. I swear, he had less protection than I thought he was on prom night. He had that less protection. Anywho. Phillip Rivers goes into the bedroom with more protection than Emmanuel Forbes does in that game last week. I'll leave it at that one. That one was good. Y'all got to give me credit for that. Let's see here. I got to get to the comments. Jackson moron. Yes, I agree. But Corey gets close every year. Yeah. I wouldn't have a problem with UB's offense if we had a season coach. Hey, man, we see him. Screw that. I'm pissed before. Let's see. This is strange. This is extremely learning process. The guy has skills, ultra competitive. AJ D. Smith and also CD will make this guy leave it. For sure. For sure. Yeah, that was another. Did y'all notice, like, DeAndre Swift, they put Jamin Davis on DeAndre Swift. That's when he got that illegal contact call. That's the problem right there. That's what I'm talking about. That is the unconscionable shit that I'm talking about. I still think AJ's running. Yeah, he probably still running, and he's probably still taunting too. Oh, for sure, Patrick, and we talked about that. Let's see here. What else did I not like? Yeah, AJ Brown just urinating and defecating all over our secondary and made no adjustments for him. They treat for the second consecutive week. We treat a Pro Bowl, a multi-Pro Bowl wide receiver, elite threat, a number one, like a jag. We did it with Stephon Diggs last week. We did it this week with AJ Brown. It's just like, hey, screw him. We're not going to worry about him. He is what he is. He might have a good game. I don't care. They act like he was Johnny on the corner. What? There's a method to the madness. I don't get it. Number one target. But we say, hell with you. Hell with your capabilities, your abilities to double move and make us look like asses. CJ Stroud did it twice. He lost in those games, but he did it twice. 44 and 37. That's what I was looking for, Roger. That's what I was looking for. 47 and the loss against Indianapolis, and then against Baltimore. Then he threw back-to-back games. He threw 30 this time around. There you go. There's your rookie quarterback stat for that. And then let me see something else. Let me see here. I'm just proving points here. Just trying to prove points. 2018. Hell, Mahomes, he threw 45 times in his first in his fourth game ever. 46 that season. 53, 38, 46, 40. It happens, bro. It happens. Same how. And honestly, if we're really talking about Roger, we take away them, but he's under 40 after that drive, right? If we don't go to overtime. Or if we just let them run out the clock, he's not throwing the ball that many times. Individuals going too much. Forbes will be okay. Yeah, that's right. Let's talk about the freaking D line. What have they done the last 2.5 weeks? Not a damn thing. Game ball. Sam Howell. Yeah, game ball, Sam Howell. Cam Curl? I don't know. Paulie. Also, I didn't like, I talked about this earlier. We didn't go for 2. We did not go for 2. I don't care what the numbers say. I know it's a 46-something%. I think they had like 49 on Sunday Night Football for the Jets or something like that. You go with it. You roll with. There's opportunity that you could have drawn Philadelphia into a offsides or something. Like, why not try to do that? Didn't work. Oh well, crime spilled milk. If we hadn't have made it, I would have been more judgmental on the play than the decision. Like I told y'all, I didn't kill Ron for going for it on 4th down last week up against Buffalo. I did kill him for going for that field goal, though. I thought that was gutless. I thought this was a little spineless, too. And the excuse that he gave. If he had just sat there and said, I would have I'm going with what I think this. It's all what you say sometimes. He didn't say, well, that gave us the best shot to win. And people might have been like, well, wrong. I don't know. Well, that's what he thought. No, he decided to say, well, you know what? My guys are too damn lazy. They're not conditioned well enough. People are in their heads and everything. Pause. And it is what it is, bro. Don't know. Dotson's drop on 3rd down. The defensive drive. Before I kind of said this because I had to go and start justifying stuff with Paulie on the fly. 6 out of the last 7 drives. So that's from the end of the second quarter to overtime. They had 7 offensive possessions in Philadelphia. They scored on all but one of them, and that was a punt in the 4th quarter. You can't win like that. You can't win like that. This was the Eagles. Yeah. So starting their 4th drive to their 10th drive, they scored on their first drive. Then it was punt. And then a drive that started at the Washington 23 ended in a field goal. That put the game. What was that? That put the game at 17-10 at halftime. I didn't like that. That was 52 yards. They went in 8 plays. Then they followed that up with a 9-play, 45-yard drive with another field goal. They get the ball back after we punt, and they take the ball 4 plays, 69 yards. They had that big bomb. Well, it's technically 74 yards. Took it for a touchdown there. And then it was another field goal on their 7th drive of the game. That started a drive that started at the Washington 18. They took it 10 plays, 46 yards, netted 51 there. And then the last drive that they scored a touchdown on in the 4th quarter, which that was their burnt toast and coffee time for the second time on Emmanuel Forbes. And then they took field goal. So, like I said, They scored 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of the last 7 times. We had 4 points. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 punts in that game. There you go. That's your difference. Defer. You got to take it. You got to take it. Take. I agree with you, Split. If you don't trust your team to get, and that is the antithesis, the hypotenuse, the theorem that Paulie was talking about too. Paulie's about going for 2, and I agree with him there. But then he said, defer. We ain't talk about this anymore. We got to take other calls, right? Yeah, Terry, I didn't like that. Ron Torber, he went back. They looked at it, and they said that wasn't a catch. I'm pretty sure that was a catch. Did it have a lot to do with us losing the game? Probably, but it was one of many things that were issues. So I don't, and y'all know how I am about blaming the officials on stuff. I think there's a lot of opportunities you can wipe out what officials do by just playing right. So I don't blame the officials for us losing this game. Did they help? Maybe. But it is what it is there. I didn't like the third quarter at all. We are outscored 11-0. At one point, we were outgained 118-18 in the yardage. So I didn't like that. It kind of said what I get, like studs and duds and everything. Studs, Sam Howell, I thought he played well. Good bounce back, and that's what we continue to talk about him. Anybody on defense? How about I'll give you special teams one. Cam Cheeseman. Nobody dribbled. There were no dribbled snaps. Joey Sly was perfect on the day. He was 1 for 1. Made all his extra points. So, yeah, there you go. Defense? Who can I give on defense? Chase? I don't want to give it to Chase. I can't give it to Jamin. I give it to the equipment crew on defense. The equipment crew gets the game ball on gets a kudos. We don't give game ball out after losses, right? Let's see here. All right, Chris. Appreciate you, bro. Hey, Chris, we got the gift too. Thank you, brother, if you're still in here. Let's see here. I think the official was nice to us. Yeah, we had some opportunities too now with them. Then they started calling the game a little bit more, a little ticky-tackish towards the end. But like I said, I don't complain about the officials. And how about Mia Shaka taking that hit too? That's that 757 right there. The officials took their hit. Okay, I'd give it to Jahan if we had won. Yeah. Jahan's drop, I couldn't give it to him on that. It's just because that was a huge drop for us. What else do we have? Oh, let's see. Did I write my picks down this week? I know I gave y'all some picks. I know Detroit on the money line. That one hit. I took the Ravens. Here's the funny part. So I took the Ravens because I saw Deshaun Watson was off the he wasn't playing right. I have Deshaun Watson on my fantasy team. I did not take him out of the starting lineup. Baker Mayfield was my backup quarterback. He went off. Yeah, so that's how and I would have beat Tailgate Ted too if that was the case, and would have went 2-2. But now I'll be 1-4 because I don't pay attention. I'll be battling with these books half the time. So let's see here. We'll take a look around the NFL. I got about 6-7 minutes. If I watched a lot of that Jets game last night, I thought Zach Wilson. I guess he was inspired because Travis Kelce's mom was in attendance, and it's more up his alley. So, I mean, that's probably why he played well. Kansas City, Pacheco. I thought Pacheco looked good. But Kansas City, they were rough around the edges there. And let's see who else. How about the Dolphins, right? Scoring 70 points and only giving up 20 last week. They won 17-20. They lost 48-20 in Buffalo. And Buffalo, they're finally getting right. And need to say we weren't the get right team for them. It's probably the Raiders, right? Since then, but since losing their first game against the Jets, they have won 3 consecutive games, destroying the Dolphins 48-20. Josh Allen and the boys rocking and rolling. And wow. I think I saw a stat that teams that have scored like 60 or more points in 1 week are like 1-6 in their following game. And I think Washington, they were on a bye week in 66 when they scored those 72 points. But then they won the next game. They scored like 31, which ironically enough, I saw that I think they only scored 3 the previous week before they scored those 72 points. I don't know, man. We don't know, Uptown Dre. I don't think it'll be this week. The Vikings, they win their first game of the season. Panthers fall to 0-4, 21-13. Kirk Cousins and them survive. And then you got the Broncos. The Broncos, wow, they were down 28-3. They storm back and beat the Bears, who dropped to 0-4, 31-28. And we see the Bears here on Thursday. Ravens, like we said, 28-3. Corey with that money line cash. Yeah, we took that money. We took that -1 for the Ravens at the time because we got that in at the time. Shout out to the books there. The Texans all over the Steelers, 36. CJ Stroud 2-2 after having a hell of a game there. The Colts came all the way back. They were down like 20-0 at halftime. Did they force the game into overtime? And then they lose to the Rams 29-23. Puka Nacua, or whatever his name is, had a big game there. Bucks all over the Saints 26-9. We know about our game. Titans 27-3 over the Bengals. God, Joe Burrow, Lord, he was my MVP pick at the beginning of the year. Oh well. Boy from Buffalo had 6 sacks as the Chargers. Khalil Mack had 6 sacks, and the Chargers only beat the Raiders and Aiden O'Connell 24-7. The Cowboys unpants Bill Belichick and the Patriots 38-3. 49ers win at home, 4 touchdowns for McCaffrey, 35-16. Affirmative action working in the backfield of San Francisco, and then the Chiefs win 23-20. Probably play special. He's supposed to be EB's guy. You know what I thought, Roger, was more egregious was last week when they brought up Alex Arma and they didn't use him from the practice squad. They didn't bring him. They didn't bring the fullback up, and that's when they neglected the run. Which, here's another thing I thought was very interesting. They said they didn't want last week. What was it? Forbes only played on 40% of the snaps. Is that right? Yeah, 40% of the snaps he played on. And then he against a team that really focused on throwing the ball. But then he plays on he plays a lot more on a more run happy team in the Eagles. That's another thing. Don't believe in Big Bell football plan. Got it every down, control the game. It's laughable with EB and this pass happy offense. Let's see here. Rivera goes back and forth about talking about his legacy and knowing he's gone after the season. And then coaching safe, kick the extra point. Think he has a chance to save his job. Big mistake, right? You right, Rolando. You right. You ain't lying. And Paulie says should have gone. I think Paulie, how many accounts you got, bro? Should have had St. Juice on brand. Yeah, absolutely. Should have get. I would have. Yeah, you got to switch them out there. I want to see what the snap count looked like too. They had on that. Ooh, somebody's cooking chicken downstairs. We love the chicken. My wife does use seasoning. Don't let her fool it. Don't let her fool you. She does use some seasoning. Let's see. Ben Standig, great. Ben Standig had the snaps from the game. Here we go. Forbes played on 92% of the snaps. Cody Barton played on all 100. So did Forrest, St. Juice, Cam Curl, and Kendall Fuller. They played on all 71 snaps for the offense. Jesus Christ. Defensive snaps. And let's see here. 41 plus 60, 68 equals 69. Nice. Let's see here. Looks like we're going to be on Taylor Heineke watch for Atlanta. Yeah. We got to be, this. Well, I think Thursday will be a very ugly game for our guys. If we are to win, it's going to be like that 12-7 kind of match. We get to wear all black though. Ooh, spooky. Bart showed up on 15 of those snaps. Yeah, I agree with you there, Roger. I think Ron's time has run its course here, and I think he knows the writing on the wall too. Until he he was like that deep sigh here. He's like, but y'all, couple things for the week coming up. We'll be back for Warpath Wednesday on Wednesday, and we'll preview the Bears. Won't have my guest this week. Last year, Carly was the bomb, man. Rolando, appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Hey, Corey, hope you're well. I'm doing well, bro. I can't stand Del Rio's defensive scheme. You and me and everyone we know, he never does in-game adjustments. Yeah. Big problem there. Big problem there by Jackass Del Rio. I did call him Jack Hole Del Rio, and Scott Jackson refused to read my tweet in actuality. So I may have to call him tomorrow and get it. You know that, bro. You know I keep that. You know we gonna keep that same damn energy. But yeah, y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. We do Warpath Wednesday. We'll preview. I'll give you a couple picks. Then we'll be back here Thursday night on Amazon Prime. So make sure you bring your ordering finger too there. And you know what? Hey, I mean, if you won't be on Amazon Prime, you know we're looking. We might have to do our baby registry on Amazon Prime. Hey, babe. We got to put our registry on Amazon because we got the Amazon Prime game. She ain't paying me no. Huh? I said we got to do the Amazon Prime thing because we got the Amazon Prime game on Thursday for the baby registry. Okay, she'll get on that, y'all. Yeah, but I appreciate y'all. Like Roger said, we keep that same damn energy. We outlast the bastards together, man. I love y'all. Sanchez 405. Till next time. This has been another Monday After Pill. Love, peace, and hell. Somebody, please get my damn theme music. We out here. I think. Now we out.